it's Cody. I just wanted to offer a preemptive thank you to those listening and offer a small disclaimer. This is the first time any of us have done podcast recording, so it took us a little time to figure out our audio and our timing. The first couple episodes are rather long, but don't worry, we figured out our lives a bit by episode 3, so after that, there are more suitable lengths. And since the 4 of us work full-time jobs outside of this, we worried about keeping up with the release schedule we would all be happy with, so we batch recorded the first 6 months of episodes before we even started releasing. Thanks so much for giving us a listen, and enjoy the episode!
There is a forgotten a tale of heroes who rose from humble beginnings and fought a great evil, a tale of friendship and love, of loss and betrayal. But this tale is lost. This tale is not our tale. So perhaps it is a current a tale of a great queen who united warring lands, a tale of the land of dragons, a tale of a would-be hero going down a path of good intention, but ill results, a tale of conspiracy and subterfuge. But alas, that is not our tale either. No. Our tale starts as an echo, a tale perhaps doomed to repeat past mistakes, a possibility that could have never been triggered. Our tale starts with a burdened noble in a field, a grieving man in rough waters, and a loving father traveling a long road. None heroes, none with plans to be so. But plans often fall in the presence of destiny.
Hello and welcome to the very first episode of Roll for Focus, Campaign 1,
Ouroboros.
Thank you. I can't say the name of my own campaign name. Anyway, with me, I have my players.
Hi, I'm Mars. Pronouns he, they. I'll be playing the anxious mess that is Rocaine.
I'm Cody, pronouns she, they. I will be playing the lovely single dad, Egan, whose pronouns are he, him.
I'm Artemis, pronouns they, them. I'll be playing the tiefling sorcerer, Zealous. And surely he'll have a good idea at some point. His pronouns are he, him.
And my name's Nee, pronouns they, them, and I'll be playing everyone else in the world.
Except Bob.
Except Bob.
Fucking Bob.
Special guest DM to play Bob at a later date.
It's just Nee wearing a hat. Anyway.
But it's a fancy hat.
It's a fancy hat.
Fancy hats are good.
All right, so we are going to pick up right where the prologues left off. If you did not listen to the prologue, do not worry. You will definitely get some extra fun out of that, a little bit of how we got here, but everything will be explained. Long and short of it is, they were normal guys. They were in danger. They got saved by a weird tiefling man.
I don't know what you mean. I fell asleep. Or got knocked out.
I almost died. I was unconscious.
Look, someone lost an eye. Someone almost died. Someone really didn't trust the tiefling guy.
Someone really didn't want to hold hands with the tiefling man.
I didn't know who it was! And he's running through his life with these weird-ass things. Like, come
Or he
on.
just appears. It's like, hold my hand if you want to live.
Not much explanations were given. They're very confused. And we're going to start off probably the weirdest place I've ever heard a D&D campaign start off, which is with Zealous, shirtless and dripping wet, opening a door to a recently only one-eyed Rocaine.
Can I open the door? I thought it was locked.
It's locked from the outside.
Oh!
Locked from the inside. Outside could be unlocked.
Rocaine didn't even notice that it was locked on the inside.
You couldn't have done anything. Yeah, you tried to open it.
I'm just saying, like, what if it was locked on the inside? He's sitting there banging against it.
He didn't even fucking check. He's just like immediately just trying to bust out.
I will point out Zealous is the way he is right now because he was swimming and it was storming. So that's why no shirt and wet. But yeah, he gonna go over to the door, see that it's fucking locked from the outside, and I knew that, and open the door. And then, I guess, Rocaine's right there.
Yeah, he just like goes to run against the door, and you open it. And
Step to
You
the
just
side
fucking
if you're gonna
eat
run
shit.
into me.
you just fucking go falling onto the ground behind you, I guess.
Shit, are you okay? Do you need a hand? He will offer a hand to help you up.
Where am I?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know. I got teleported here as I'm tiefling.
I think he just gets up and starts walking away to find like an exit or something. You offer no help.
Yeah, no, apparently.
Fucking
But
useless.
how did you get here? He's following after Rocaine.
I don't know.
How do you not know?
Because he fucking just turns around and just fucking, it's probably all bloody and shit too.
It is wrapped up, but
Oh,
yes.
okay. I got knocked out. And then just turns around again and starts walking away.
Do you know where you're going?
No!
Okay, so you're just gonna get lost?
Probably!
Okay. Can I check around the rest of this building?
You are more than welcome to check around the rest of this building.
I'm not gonna go following that guy.
So you guys have split up already
It's not like we're going far.
in a place you don't know.
I don't trust him.
I'm being the smart one. I'm not wandering off into the oblivion. I'm looking around to see if maybe there's weapons or something and supplies I could get.
No, you see some other rooms kind of set up nicely, hurriedly.
Yeah.
Like someone all of a sudden was told like 5 minutes before there would be guests that guests are coming. But as comfy as they can, and then you hear some noise coming from where you just came from. And then you hear, Zealous! Rocaine!
Yeah, I'll head over to the person yelling, who I'm assuming is the tiefling.
Yes, it sounds just like him. And now, since everyone's not as dazed, I will properly describe Caxus, your savior. He
Can you
is
spell his name again?
Kaxus.
Thank you.
He is a just over 6 foot tiefling man, a daisy white complexion with markings all over him that none of you have ever really seen, in a deep blue. He has all black on. It is a crop top. Mesh sleeves on his shirt, and just kind of this long, a little shaggy, but not like in that unmanageable way, black hair. And he is currently zealous next to a Leonin.
So yeah, you come up to hear Caxus calling, and next to him you see this roughly 6'5" Leonin man, goldenrod, tan fur, medium brown, fluffy but not too long of a mane, with bright gold eyes that are looking around real confused at the moment. He's got on just some plain brown high-waisted pants and at this point probably bloody tunic. That's kind of a, where it's not bloody, cream color, and then a sleeveless duster that goes down to about his calves. That's an ombre of a medium to dark green. And yeah, he's confused, he's bloody. It's a good time for everybody.
All right, yeah, then you see coming up another tiefling, this one kind of like almost the opposite of the first one that helped you. He's got really dark inky blue, almost black skin, black hair, short, messy, wet right now. Horns near the front of his forehead that are lumpy, not terribly large. They're oddly misshapen. If you have ever seen a coral in your life, they look like coral kind of shaped. He's 6'2" in height, currently just wearing a pair of old brown pants with the cuffs rolled up because he had been swimming. And he's got a shortish tail. Hits about knee length with a large fan at the bottom. And his ears are also more of a fanned fin shape. And he has bright yellow-orange eyes. And he's looking confused and a little suspicious and just overall just what the fuck is going on.
Mm-hmm. Caxus sort of sighs. He turns around. You both notice his tail kind of splits into two at the end. But he's rubbing his hands down his face, and he takes a deep breath, and he goes, Celis, where, Vocane, is he in his room?
No, he walked off that way. And we'll point in whatever direction Rocane went. Because he's decided he can apparently just find out where the hell he is and walk back to where he needs to be, I guess.
Oh, that's not possible. Vocane!
Oh, that doesn't sound great.
No,
Does
it
Rocane
doesn't.
have his stuff with, like, all of his stuff? No? Oh, shit.
You left that in the room, bud.
He would have gathered his, at least...
Would you have, as delirious as you were?
Absolutely, the scarf and the dragon statue, at least.
Okay.
Maybe the sword, but...
Oh, the sword wasn't in the room.
No, fuck. He needs to find the sword. So yeah, I think he's just going through each room at that point trying to find the sword.
You do hear your name being called in the
I
distance.
like the idea that you walked off, realized you didn't have the sword, and then came back
Just
after
fuck.
Zealous has already stopped exploring the rooms himself.
I feel like he's trying to hide now. He doesn't
Vocane,
trust.
if you come out, I can explain everything.
Just hiding behind one of the doors with just like slightly cracked open.
Just hear a faint.
I feel like I'm not gonna even have a roll happen. I feel like it just comes. He looks in each room, and then he looks at it, and he goes, "Okay, really now.
Who are you?
My name is Caxus. I saved your life, and I need to tell you some things. If you leave now, you're gonna put everyone you love in danger."
Squid. Not trusting. But. Fuck. Okay, you're not supposed to swear. You swear a lot.
You can swear for him. It doesn't have to be him swearing.
Yeah, I feel like he gives off a small, just little before opening the door and just crossing his arms dejectedly. He'll play along for now. He'll follow wherever he needs to go.
Meanwhile, Egan stayed in the room that Caxus left and kind of looks at Zealous. Do you have any idea what's going on here?
No. He just showed up and, teleported me here. I was being chased by things.
I assume something similar happened to me. I got taken down by this ink spill of a wolf. And
Ink spill?
it's difficult to explain. It was about the size and vague shape of a dire wolf, but it had tenderly black things around. I don't know. Ink spill is the best I have to describe it. I've never seen anything like it before.
Are
I
you still
just-
bleeding? Do we need to get you bandages or
I-
something? Because he's
I-
looking now at the shirt and hearing Egan having gone down. Like, oh shit.
Yeah, Egan kind of gives himself a little pat down. He's like, I think I'm all right. I think he healed me when he got me here. I'm not sure. All I know is those beasts were targeting me specifically,
Okay.
and I don't know why.
No, they weren't ink spill wolves for me. They were humanoid things that were chasing me. All dark and slimy looking.
I will need to hear about what was chasing all of you eventually. He comes back in the room, and behind him you see.
You see just a 5'6".
This 5'6" guy next to all these 6 foot.
Yeah, it's just a short little elf boy with shaggy brown hair. Quite goes down to a little above his shoulder. It's not too long. He's got bandages around his left eye, a yellow scarf, blue shirt, and just pants. Nothing special. He looks very upset.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And a little maimed.
Yeah, just a little bit. Nothing too
Just
crazy.
a little bit.
please, all of you sit down.
Is there a table?
I was about to say, where?
Oh yeah, there's places for you to sit.
The random pedestal
Sit on the
room has not
ground.
been described to us.
You know what? That's fair. So this room is sort of a wide open hall. It has a lot of shelves of books in it, and then at the far end of it is this stone pedestal that has runes that you've never really seen and carved into it, and jewels embedded into it, and kind of at the center of it is a sort of longer table with benches.
Center of the large room, you mean?
Yes.
Okay.
Then yeah, Egan will just kind of glance between the three and then head towards the table because he's still processing everything. He just kind of almost died and is still kind of coming back to himself.
Yes. So, before Caxus gets started, I have something to give all of you.
Ooh, fancy.
Zealous will also go sit down at the table, still dripping wet. I just got a couple of little stones. Just sitting at the bench, and eventually you hear that plop, plop.
Yeah, the little drippies.
Water.
And hand this to Cody. Don't look at him.
I'm glad I closed my hand.
You guys can look at him.
Okay.
I just didn't want you all to see what you had different right away. But now you can see some of you have different amounts of them.
Okay, we were each just handed 3 little crystals. The colors will change when Snee gets the right ones. But I have 2 blue and 1 red, which equate to 2 white and 1 black.
I have 1 blue and 2 red, so that'd be 1 white and 2 black eventually.
And I have 2 reds and 1 blue as well.
The blue is slightly larger than the red,
So-
so I don't know if that makes a difference.
I think that's just the things I have on hand. I don't-
Above board, to describe to you the mechanic. I'm not going to go in every sense of this.
Mhm.
Okay.
When you step on the pedestal with a certain amount of these, the first one to hit will be 3. So the next time you step on the pedestal, if you have 3 of either color, you will be granted an ability
Okay.
from that specific color. I'm not going to say what each of them represent, but you will be granted that. However, they can both be used for other things as well, so it's sort of a resource management game. So, things you can use the black gems for, the red currently, is you can, as a reaction, spend 2 to grant yourself a reroll. As a bonus action, you can spend 1 to grant yourself cover behind an ally. Your enemies will have disadvantage to hit you, but the ally you hide behind, they will have advantage to hit. The third thing you can do is, as an action, you can spend 3 to render an enemy stunned. The DC would be 10 plus half your level till the end of your next turn. Other things you can do is there are certain spells connected with the black gems that you can unlock. I won't say what they are, but like there are like cantrips would only cost 2 gems, whereas a level 9 spell would cost like 20 gems. You know, that's kind of the range of things. And obviously I'm not going to let you guys access a level 9 spell if you guys just like at level 2 being like, I've been saving up so I have 20, give me the level 9. I'm not going to do that. I want that clear. Now for the other gems, what they do,
The
white ones, as a reaction, you can spend 2 to grant a reroll for an ally. As a bonus action, you can spend 1 to move in front of an ally, granting disadvantage to attack them and advantage to attack you. As an action, you can spend 3 gems to stabilize an ally. Not bring them back or anything, just stabilize them. Though if they were to get attacked again, it would send them back into death saves. And then you can also spend to learn different spells or abilities. And those ones are kind of customized to each of you. when it comes to the spells and abilities, where on the black ones, you'd all kind of be getting the same things. So, yeah, I don't want to just give you a list of, like, spells and stuff you can learn. But if at any point you're like, hey, we're in a tight pickle, I want to spend 2 of these to get myself a spell, cantrip in that case, I'd be like, okay, what's your situation currently? I'm going to give you guidance because it would help, you know? So if at any point you want one, but also keep in mind that you can't, the abilities you're getting, I'll tell you right now, when you step on the stone, it goes from 3 gems to 5 gems to 10 gems to 15 to 20 to 25. Those are like the big core main abilities that when you step on the stone you get. So if you want to earn those abilities, you'll have to, these are resources you have to keep in mind. You can earn both of them when you step in the stone. Like if you have 3 black and 3 white, when you step on the stone, you will earn the ability from both. They're just 2 different things. So sometimes you might want to invest in more over the others. Those will be mystery what those unlock to you until they unlock to you. Then I'll give you what it is, and I'll trust you guys to, in character, have your characters discover that kind of naturally.
Okay.
Because I trust you guys as role players.
Oh, yeah.
But yes, from stepping on the stone the first time, and I will give you a little hint above board, your actions kind of earn you these
Stones.
Your actions, some other factors, but mainly your actions. Is what like you all were gonna start out with 1, but some of you earned 2 because of your actions in certain things in your prologues. So
Actions not just being like physical things, but things you say and
yes,
stuff. Okay.
Just our character.
yes.
You earn 2 more by being a little bitch, okay?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
Lars and I got the same type of stones. You know, we both got 2 of the black and 1 of the white, so.
You were being cocky. That's why.
When
I
was
don't
I
know.
being cocky?
I'm gonna
Keep
keep
going
diving
back.
in
I'm
the
gonna
storm.
keep diving. Fuck the storm. Fuck my worried friend. I'm gonna keep diving. That's what you were doing.
Yeah, so we're both shitty people.
At least I was only endangering myself. You're being a little shit to somebody you love.
Again,
They told me to run,
traumatized child.
so I ran.
So yeah, that makes sense that you 2 earned extras of the I'm gonna hide behind someone else and get them fucked over for myself, whereas I earned an extra
Again,
one.
I was not putting anybody else in danger doing that.
I
No.
will say, Artemis, yours is for another factor,
Okay.
not so much your actions.
Okay.
Remember when I said there are very rare other factors?
Mhm.
Yeah.
You earned one of those just automatically
Huh.
Interesting.
because of secrets.
Because you're arguing.
Secrets don't
with
make friends.
Texas.
I don't
Yeah.
know the secret.
But yes, I wanted to above board describe that to you and our listeners.
Mhm.
Now that I've just explained all the boring mechanical things, in character, you all sit down. Cactus kind of sighs and goes, "It's odd. I've pictured giving this speech for a while, but I don't know where to start. What you were attacked by is an evil that's been locked away for millennia. Your ancestors locked it away, but they knew it was too powerful to stay locked away forever. So they put contingencies in place so that when it started to break free and awaken again, you would awaken. That's why they were after you. They sense you. they sensed your awakening.
But what are they?
Each creature I've given a bit of a different name to. They all take on different things, but at the root of it, we call it the ichor.
Ichor?
Mm-hmm. That's what we called it. It's this. Again, it was a millennia ago, and though we've kept notes over the years,
You say we.
My ancestor was with your ancestors, not as in the fight, but as a record keeper of sorts, a friend that they trusted to hold on to the information. We were also granted through the lines when we get activated, you can always tell, he gestures to the markings on him. When they emerge, when you're about 10 years old, you're sent here, hopefully to be trained by the one before you, but sometimes, like in my case, there was no one here to train me. And I had to figure it out myself and read every book in this place and
Looks around at all the books.
well, I've been here since I was 10, and I'm not allowed to leave, so at least not until you activated.
Well, that sucks.
Sounds like a very lonely existence.
I managed, but
That sucks.
but the simple fact of this is that the ichor corrupts. The wolves you were facing, Ian,
Yes.
they were probably at one point normal wolves. The ichor somehow, whether it be through actions they took, though I doubt it with a wolf, or maybe corrupted water stream, entered them and it changed and corrupted them. That is what the ichor does.
But what's the point of doing that?
To make the world destroy itself, I'd have to assume.
It's just going to taint the world until it's just nothing but ichor.
Yes, that's, at least in the text, that's the goal of the ichor, to just overtake. And there's some powerful being that they locked away that seemed to be the primary host of the ichor. They haven't escaped yet.
Yet.
That's a
Yet.
relief.
But
I
the
think.
ichor is leaking. It is infecting. There could be people right now infected with ichor being corrupted and not even know.
Is there a way to undo it once it's started?
I have been searching. There are some runed texts that imply there are ways to stave it off, to resist it, not so much undo it, but resist it. Truly good people have resisted the taint before from certain texts that I've read.
And is there a way to see if someone's already been tainted? Any signs, symptoms?
I mean, someone acting uncharacteristically, maybe someone who was once a decent man suddenly choosing to deal in backroom dealings, take selfish actions when usually they would not have. personality starts to change a bit. They become more worried about the one over the many. But of course that can be hard, because if someone was already like that, who's to say? It can be a subtle thing, but from what I understand, from what I saw attacking you, you all were being attacked by different kinds of ichoric creatures. You were something that had just been tainted, a creature that didn't have as much sentience as a mortal being.
Pointing to Egan when
Yeah,
saying that.
Yes,
Egan kind
sorry.
of like rubs on his throat where he'd been attacked.
You, Zealous, were attacked by people who died with the ichor corrupting them, but not before it had overtaken them. They were dead, but the ichor controlled them from beyond the grave. And you, Voking, you have the most concerning of them all.
He wasn't paying attention at all to anything. He was just kind of staring off into space, so
Oh
he
my
jumps
God,
whenever you
Voking.
That sounds
thinking about
right.
a lot.
I mean, yeah, while he also almost died, he did get the most maimed out of it.
You, Voking, you were attacked by the most concerning of them all. I call them Eichlings. They are people who have fully succumbed to the ichor.
You call them what now?
Eichlings.
Eichlings?
It's not the best name, I know. I don't know if they had another better name for it,
Okay.
but they succumbed and they no longer have any of themselves. There are other people who succumb that are strong enough to... They're corrupted, but they still have a sense of self. Eichlings, they are nothing but corrupted beasts.
And they weren't like dead people that like got me.
No, they were alive when they were corrupted and changed.
That's concerning, to say the least.
I'm about to tell you even more concerning news
I
and
have
reasons
no
why we can't
doubts.
hesitate. Vocaine,
Wonderful.
they consumed a part of you, yes?
Brings his hand up to where his eye was. He doesn't say anything, but
When Eichlings consume your flesh, they can get insight into your mind. They can't track you here, but their goal is to eliminate you, to eliminate the bloodline. So, instead of staying here and training, they'd want to draw you out. By consuming, by knowing some of your memories, they know the people who are important to you, Vocaine, and they are at risk.
he already has one hand on his eye, but he brings his other one to just cover over his mouth, just wide-eyed, freaking out at this point.
And unfortunately, staying here and staying safe isn't an option, because you do have to stop. Their goal is to not only snuff you out, but to awaken and unlock whatever this being that is the main host is. And frankly, we're dealing with a threat that nobody's going to believe us about.
Don't they just have to see all the corrupted things and know that's...
Don't frame it as some ancient wives' tale, but there's an active blight happening.
There is. But those in power don't always listen. It was a issue that your ancestors encountered once upon a time. They were too busy with their own affairs to band together. And even so, you are the ones that are being imbued with the powers to stop the Ichor. You'll need support, of course, but it's in your hands. I can only guide you with my
Celis
knowledge.
looks down at his hand like, oh, great.
Yeah, Egan feels very similarly.
Rokane's still in the same position that he was previously.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hand
Just-
over mouth, hand over missing eye.
A little bit of speak no evil, a little bit of see no evil.
Too bad he doesn't have another hand to block out his ears.
Just wrap your scarf around your head and
I am sorry to bring this all down on you.
Are we the only ones?
There are other descendants, surely, but they haven't been.
I was about to say, I've
Activated.
got an older sister. Why isn't... If she's not...
Could have skipped. It doesn't. We don't choose who is awoken. You all were the ones that the power awoken in. You all were the beacons for the Icor.
But why us? Like, why not?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
If you were to listen to Echo, they would likely say something about destiny.
Who's
Echo.
I'm alone, but I'm... One moment. Echo! And you see kind of through the wall comes this weird, like, outline of a person. Not, like... It's very sci-fi-ish in the way that there is no, like, firm body. It is just an outline.
We basically have a projection of a person.
A projection of a person, yes. And you hear, and their voice echoes off and goes,
I was once the assistant to your ancestors. I am here to guide. Your guide.
What in the name of aspects are you?
I honestly have no idea. I've been here since for over 20 years, and I still don't know what they are.
I have seen much, but I do not know all. I do my best to advise, to give counsel. Caxus was right, however. It is a matter of destiny. No one could choose you. Only the world.
Couldn't it have chosen more people? This sounds like a pretty big thing for
Three of us.
4? Gestures uncertainly to Caxus to be handling.
Destiny doesn't sound like it's giving us much of a fighting chance, I have to agree.
Caxus looks down and goes, I don't disagree.
And I'm
I
not
was
exactly a young buck like these two.
I'll admit, I was expecting at least the number that your original ancestors had. One from each of them.
How many is
Many.
that?
From the records, there were 5.
Oh,
I
okay, so
don't
we're not
know.
totally off.
No. I don't know which of your ancestors, of the heroes you are each descended of. I'm in time, as we continue to use the stone and it grows in power and you grow in power, I'm sure we'll start to see who it is your powers take after.
Yeah, you're gonna have to explain the stone and why I had to stand on that.
Your power had already awoken, but it hadn't activated.
That's not much of an explanation, I'm afraid.
No. Okay, I'm glad I wasn't the only
No,
one confused
no, you're
there.
not.
You were a beacon, but you were a beacon that didn't have a direction yet.
We were a lighthouse without the torch lit.
Yes. That lit your torch. It
The
gave you
stone.
the power to fight back.
Okay.
Before you were just defenseless and a beacon for any iconic creatures out there.
Okay, how did it do that? How did Magic Rock do that?
Your ancestors, they knew one day that this would happen, they created something to give you more of a fighting chance. They knew perhaps what would awaken would be well-seasoned soldiers, or perhaps they would be average people living their lives. So they imbued some of their essence in that stone. Now, it could come out in all of you in very different ways than it ever showed in them. But as you grow in power, more of their power might also shine through in you.
Why now? What triggered it exactly?
My best guess is that years and years and millennia of the locks that were put on the ichor started breaking. So it started to seep out. And the minute, whatever the ancestors did, the minute the ichor entered the world is the minute you were all activated. The minute ichor was sensed is the minute whatever is in your blood showed itself. I wish I had more answers of the why and the how, and you're welcome to read the books, but unfortunately...
Looks at all the books again. Oh, good.
And I'll brush up, because there are some I haven't read since I was 15. But unfortunately, and he moves and he takes out 3 little balls and he puts one in each of your hands and he mutters something as he does. You're going to have to squeeze those.
Egan hesitates for a second.
Not yet.
Right.
Rokane,
Slowly turns to look.
who's the most important person in the world to you?
He doesn't answer.
Rokane.
He's thinking about the person, but he doesn't answer.
He kind of sighs. He's like, you'll have to tell the location. You'll have to tell us the location of them at the very least. Those will transport you to them. That is where the Eichlings will be going.
Egan's immediately just like spooked cat, just like fur tufted, hearing that.
Wait, I thought you said they would only go after our relatives if they ate some of us. They didn't eat me. They're gonna go after my family?
No. They're going after the person most important to Rokane.
Okay. So this won't take me back to my family.
No, it'll take you
To Rokane.
wherever Rokane goes. Rokane will think where he needs to go, squish it, and then yours will, when you squish it, go the same way.
So, I think when you
CBT
say...
going on here? Anyway. Sorry.
No, you're fine. So, like, the moment you say that they're going after the person that he cares more about first, I think he quickly jumps up, slams his hand on the table, and goes, "Why him first? There's so many other people." God, he's so okay with his mother and father dead.
I believe Caxus has already mentioned they want to draw us out.
I don't know what they'll send. He hands you each 1 healing potion.
Oh,
Thank you.
hold
There's a
on. I gotta
potion
find my
place.
I
inventory
know
page.
this is throwing you in far too fast.
Wait, okay. You're just sending us off to wherever the hell Rokane's favorite person is, and we're going to do what?
Save them? Defeat whatever's after him?
But what do we do
How?
after that? And based on that, they're just going to keep sending things.
They might perhaps, after failing their first attempt, be more strategic. The ichor is not unthinking.
But you brought us here. Can't you just bring them back here, too?
I can't bring anyone but those of ancestral blood here. I have 2 points of contact with the outside world. Echo, who hardly counts. They are quite literally an echo of the past. And a merchant that sometimes comes and brings me basic supplies. Otherwise,
Who's that? Where is this place?
it's... I've given you a lot of information. It's in a safe place no one can find. Unless they've been given the key. You now all, and he hands you something else. Just this little jewel, this little red jewel, have the key. All you need to do is grip it, think of this place, and you'll be here. That's how you get back to here. I'll be working on other things, ways we can stay in contact while we're apart, but...
Okay, so Red Jewel brings us here. Ball will take us to Rocane's whoever.
Yes.
Does the ball disappear?
Yes, the ball is a one-time use.
What is it?
It's something of my own design. It's a condensed teleport, but it works more on connected motivation than setting a specific place.
Do we have an inventory page?
No, that's something I had to make myself.
Yeah,
that was the thing.
I'm just using a blank sheet
Mhm.
and put it behind my character sheet for
That's exactly what I
But
did.
whoever it is that Rocane loves the most is
in danger.
in danger.
How are we expected to fight these things exactly?
You have new skills, and
Well,
I have equipment. He runs out really quick. He comes back, and you all get your starting equipment.
And for our
Zealous
podcast
is gonna
listeners,
look at it.
Zealous
Look at the
gave
other. Look at it. Why don't I get armor?
So part of what I can do is I can sense a little bit what's awakening in you. Armor won't benefit you.
Great. I'm going to go into a fight with no armor. Great. Yeah. All right.
hopefully you have ranged then.
Was his sword in that equipment that he gave back?
Yes, he
Okay.
gave you back your sword.
It's immediately on his hip.
Then I suppose we don't have much choice. Rocane, lead the way. I don't like this either, Zealous.
I still don't get how we're supposed to fight these things.
You fight them using your instincts and the best you have. I can't. The best way to know is to learn.
I did watch an arrow get disintegrated by one of them when it struck it.
Really?
Yes.
But it did
Oh.
hurt it.
It hurt it, but then it immediately dissolved.
So how does this thing work?
You
What
crush it.
He just fucking crushes it right then and there.
And Rocane disappears. And I'm guessing you two follow?
Yeah, Egan will hesitate for a minute, kind of glance between Caxus and Zealous, and then crush his as well.
Zealous is gonna be like, "Oh, this is so stupid," and crush the ball.
All right, and I think that's a good time to go into a break. We'll see you guys in a bit. Welcome back! In between, on the break, more gems were given. Cody got one more
Blue one.
blue/white, and
Blue/white, yes, excuse me. A white one, technically.
and Mars got one more red/black.
I got a
Yep.
rock.
You didn't get shit!
I was channeling a little bit of Charlie Brown there.
I know. So yeah, we left off of Rocane squishing his teleportation ball, and then Egan and Zealous following suit to follow to Rocane's most important person.
Okay, Rokane, who were you thinking of?
Mariven.
Mariven,
Of
of
course.
course. So, you were thinking of Mariven, and you were taken to the most obvious place to find him,
The Black Dragon, I'm assuming.
the Black Dragon.
Which is a shop, not an actual black dragon.
No, it's
Yes,
a
the Black-
cafe, library type thing.
Yes. The Black Dragon. So you are all transported on a very busy street. Zealous, more busy than
I've ever seen.
you've ever seen, because this is Morcorta, a part of the continent that is all the hustle and bustle, and it's the New York, basically, of Gita.
Do we just pop up in the middle of the street?
Kind of in an alleyway.
Oh, okay. So we're not in immediate danger of getting run over by something.
No. even to you, Egan, this is a busy, because like you come
Yeah.
from a busy town.
But a town, not a more people than street kind of city.
Yeah, this is like the port city, but like kind of on crack.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's just hustle and bustle. No one even really notices you. Everyone's kind of consumed in their own day and their own problems. And you look up and you're in the alley directly across the street from this like little cafe that has the Black Dragon in front.
While we're still putting on the shit that Caxus gave us.
I feel like Rokane was pretty proficient in putting on his gear.
I'm
Surprisingly, compared to
Yeah,
you
go
two.
figure.
Yeah.
Sure. Did I get different clothes from it?
Yes, you
Did
got
you at least
clothes.
give him
You
a
got
fucking
clothes.
shirt?
I gave you a shirt. I gave you new pants. I gave you a towel. You're not wet and shirtless anymore.
I'm not taking off my pants to put on different pants out here in the public.
No, that's fair.
You just got prestidigitated dry. It's fine. Before we got sent on our way.
Hey,
Um,
I mean, being wet was not an issue to him. Being shirtless wasn't an issue to him. That most of the time, anyways.
oh, that's weird.
You trollop anyway.
You dirty hoe. You gentleman of the night.
But Rokane will definitely look both ways before just running straight across. Not running, but walking. But
Yeah,
it's
Rokane-
definitely has to turn even more now.
Yeah, I feel like Rokane walks with that confidence of a city kid when they cross the street.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know, like small town people kind of wait until you're just, they wait until they see it, whereas
I just
city
push
kids,
right
they just
through,
go,
yeah.
they know I have the right of way.
I think Egan kind of has his head on a swivel, but is like, I normally use the word scamper. Egan is not a scamperer. Just kind of quick walks behind him to keep up.
Yeah, I think Zealous tries to follow and goes, shit, and backs up out of the way of something or another and is having a harder time getting across the frickin' street.
That one
Sorry, I
person
should
that-
have held your hand across the street.
Don't need my handheld. This is just unusual.
one where you stop because you see people like walking towards you. You don't know if you need to go this way or that way.
Well, there's cards and people. And
Yeah.
it's like Nee said, this is a lot more than I've ever been used to.
Zealous is having a little bit of culture shock at the same time.
It's loud.
Just walks as one car goes, and then has to stop and wait and be like, "Oh my god!"
I don't think he put on a shirt.
No, you're still shirtless,
Yeah.
you fucking weirdo.
Y'all ran across the street. He didn't have time to just stand there and put on a shirt. I think he shoved everything into the bag and started trying to follow.
That's fair.
It's gonna push open the door to the store.
You push it open. One of Marivin's employees is behind the counter, recognizes you, and goes, "Oh, what happened?
Where's Mariven?
When he's out for the day.
Where?
The library.
Fuck. I'm assuming that's across the fucking... Yeah. Fucking just turns around and walks right out.
It's like,
He just...
Wait, what happened to you?
Zealous just manages to get
He
across
can
the
just
street
kind of
as y'all come out.
Sorry, thank you, and then follows after Rocaine again.
I'm
Bloody
guessing you
wheeling.
guys are going as quick as you can.
Rocaine is probably moving a lot faster before it dawns on him, like, fuck, I've got people with me, like, the first time ever turns around to address you two. Hasn't talked to you yet, well, besides you.
Just a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if it helps, Egan is used to corralling children, and this isn't much different. So he like catches Zealous when they come back out. It's like he's going this way, and it's like keeping up with the other toddler that's ahead of him.
And I will say, you guys immediately realized, like, when you were running away from your monsters, you were all running out of steam.
Mm-hmm.
You're not running out of steam as easily. You're keeping pace. You're keeping stamina.
It's, looks up at
And
you.
the two just
Just
towering
Look
over
at
you.
both of us.
Oh, just stick close to me. I'll find a way through fast as possible. Just follow me.
All right.
And
Where
then
are we going?
to the library. And he turns around, just zooms off, but makes sure that you guys are
Following.
close
Yeah.
to him. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Zealous gives Egan a confused look.
Egan's just apparently whomever we're looking for is at the library. I'm not sure.
Okay.
And then continues following after Rocaine.
Sticking close to Egan because Jesus fuck, he figures out he can stay close to the lion guy. Probably figure out how to get through these streets.
And he'll probably take some alleyways that can get him through faster.
Yeah, like
but-
you used to go out to this library all the time. You
Yeah.
know the way.
There's probably lots of excuse me, I gotta pardon.
Yeah. So sorry. Excuse us.
Yeah, there are some people clearing away for you because, Egan, you make quite the sight.
Mm-hmm.
This is more of a city, so, like, unlike in your town, you're not, like, the lone Leonin.
But still, large furry people aren't super common sight, I imagine.
Not super. Not outside of certain conventions.
Rude.
Damn.
So yeah, I imagine you're just
With
full.
wearing Rocaine's insignia, family insignia, would that cause more to come to him or separate away from him?
I mean, people know you. You travel the streets
Yes.
a lot. But you're also like, you're a desperate guy right now, and you look it, and you also have a bloody bandage over your eye.
Yeah.
People are more confused than anything, so it's not really, they're not giving you birth,
I
but
just
they're
need
also
them
not
to
approaching you.
separate so I can get through.
But people are concerned, but they're not approaching you at least. And
Okay.
because you look like a desperate man and you're running like a desperate man, it's kind of that automatic thing of just like, whoa, kind
Yeah.
of moving to the side.
And then followed closely by a large lion man.
And another
Looks like I'm
tiefling.
being chased by two.
Yeah, that's kind of true. It looks like we're being chased by a Leonin and a tiefling.
Oh no, they hurt the ambassador's son eye! Somebody get the constable!
Constable.
That's not gonna be good because he got a bandage and you're covered in blood.
Yeah. Though I imagine some of the blood's at least covered up, pulling on the leather to a degree.
With what
but-
other armor you have on
Yeah.
top of all of it as well.
But you do reach the library, and instantly, not that you're too late, but that they're already attacking. You hear screams from inside.
He's rushing in, just slams the door open.
Everybody roll initiative.
First initiative roll of the campaign. Woo! And that's a soft 20.
Good job, Egan.
I got a 17. I rolled a 14.
I rolled a 17.
Hey.
You said a 17 for Rocaine?
Yes, total.
I got a 16.
Nice.
Nice.
It's got some good rolls for our first, actual...
For a first combat.
Yeah.
Yay. And then how many... Because you might need to be making enemies.
Yeah. How many?
You have 3 kind of one enemy and 1 of a different kind.
Okay. Is it 3 Icklings?
They're not Icklings.
Icklings.
I'll just tell you the stat block I'm using. 3 mastiffs,
Okay.
but they're like Ichor-infused mastiffs.
Yeah, so 3 ink puppies.
Yeah,
I'm just
3
putting
ink
down
puppies,
dog 1, 2, and 3.
and then you have an ink warg.
A warg. Okay.
Yeah.
Like the Lord of the Rings warg.
Yeah, WORG.
Okay. Sorry.
And in our break, I already rolled their initiatives.
Cool. I've got them
Nice.
written down, so tell me.
All right, the warg rolled a 14.
Okay.
Ink Puppy 1 rolled a 7. Ink Puppy 2 rolled a 22.
Damn.
Ink Puppy 3 rolled a 15.
Okay, so let's see. That is dog 2 with a 22.
I'm so sorry. Dog 2 is a 21. I did math wrong.
Do you have your calculator?
I do, but it was such easy math that I'm like, I can do it in my head, but
Oh,
I
just
mix.
for now going
yeah.
into combat. Okay, so dog 2 got a 21. Egan got a 20. Rocane got a 17. Zealous got a 16. The Warg got a 14. Oh, and I'm sorry. No, it'd be dog 3 with a 15, and then the Warg. Dog 3 with a 15. Warg with the 14. And dog 1 with the 7.
And for our placards, ink pup 1 is blue.
Hold on, I gotta erase
Sorry,
this extra
sorry,
stuff so
sorry,
I can have room. We got a map in front of us that we can write and put up things on. Sorry, who's what now?
Ink pup 1 is blue.
Blue. Okay.
2 is red.
Red.
3 is pink.
Pink.
And the warg is clear.
Clear.
Let me move Caxus because he's not here.
Yeah, a little bitch sent us here.
So good luck, bye.
He's not allowed to leave unless it's to retrieve you.
That seems shitty that we are not allowed help.
Yeah. Also, you're totally retrieving us. You just don't retrieve us
yeah,
instantaneously.
you're just coming to pick us up, but we have to finish our play date first. It's fine.
I
And
got
then
dragged
at
all
the
way
end
there.
of the initiative orders, I'm just going to put the commoners
That's fair.
that are like in there. Because some of them might be fighting back.
No.
Rokane's trying to think of ways he can use prestidigitation to fuck with his enemies.
Sounds?
Glitter sparkles in your
Sounds-
face.
Yeah, but there's like you can
cut
create
grass.
shower of
Fresh
sparks.
cut grass.
We all enjoyed the D&D movie, just so our listeners know. This has
What?
probably been out for months and months and months and months now by the time this podcast gets released.
Probably about a year at that point.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, what's the library setup? What map do we need to draw?
Maybe 60 by 60?
I like 60 by 60.
Okay.
Do you want to
So-
put like bookshelves in there as well, or no?
Tables.
Yeah, there are
desks.
tables and bookshelves. And,
Well, somebody draw a 60 by 60 square.
and
That's
then also
12 by 12.
Yeah, because like it's decent, but it's not like a huge library with multiple levels.
Well, once you start sticking bookshelves instead, the space will considerably decrease.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I can draw the line over here.
Thank you.
How dare make Mars do it?
Yeah, Mars is reaching halfway across the board because for some reason he didn't start close to himself.
I didn't. I thought it was gonna be. Oh, I don't know.
That's okay.
So I'll say over here is the entrance.
The entrance is over there.
Yeah.
I was gonna use.
Not that our listeners who are over there is.
No, because I was gonna be like, oh, it's south, or not south. Well, I mean,
Sure,
south.
it's south. That's south now.
Sure.
¿Por qué no?
South, north, which would make this
East.
East.
This is
And
we.
that west.
Okay, so we've got a 10-foot door over on the south wall, not quite in the center,
Clarissa.
but close. Also in the southwest corner, we've got a big curved librarian desk that we've put in. Now up on the north wall, closer to the corner, about 10 feet out of the corner from northeast corner, we've got a square. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. Bookshelves.
Those are deep ass bookshelves.
They are deep-ass
I'm
bookshelves.
thinking they're like on each side.
You can kind of walk through here, walk through here,
Yeah.
walk through
That's
here.
fair.
Okay, so
It's just we won't be walking through them.
most likely not.
Yeah.
So the bookshelves look like 10 by 10, but with space, between
Yeah.
them to walk through. We've got near the center-ish a big circle,
A table.
a table and chairs. So we've got our round table for the Knights of the Round
Do you
Table.
Mm-hmm.
Go over there, or no, you can't.
Yeah, I can't.
Over on the east wall, more bookshelves. How dare it have books? And
And
then
another table.
in the northeast corner, round.
And
Oh.
another table in the west side.
Near halfway between the bookshelf and the librarian desk over there. And then in the southeast corner, whoops, it's noon, we've got another set of bookshelves.
Sure.
I feel like one more table. I'm just not sure where.
Kind of, yeah.
Here?
Right there. But-
Maybe not a very big one.
Yeah.
Could be like a smaller private table.
Like a kid's table.
Yeah, there you go.
Sure.
So we got a smaller kids' table not too far out from the librarian's desk.
Okay, now let me place
So the librarian can go
enemies.
shh at them.
Yes. And
Those are our baddies.
also, could I get like just some bases to like put civilians?
You'll have to
And then
specify
give
which
me
one's
one red
Mariven.
so I can make it your boy.
There we go. Thank you.
What was that last part aside from make it your boy?
Red.
Red.
Yeah, make one red so like it can be your boy.
Asshole.
I mean, we do already have a red, but that's a
That's an enemy. There you
yeah.
go. There's Mariven.
He's on top of a bookshelf.
God damn.
Aww.
Poor buddy.
There's a kid on top of a table.
Oh no! A child!
Two more on top of a table.
How these tables don't seem very useful to be avoiding these.
Yeah, they're like
They're civilians.
3 feet high.
Well, no, but that's all they can do. They're civilians, and they're sort of whacking them with books. And these two behind a desk. Or even I could see these two more have flipped the table. And are kind of... Because they're mostly focused.
On
Where's the-
poor Mariven.
Yeah,
The
wait a
clear one is the warg.
So
Big guys
yeah, so
going
what
from
Nee
the-
has is Mariven on top of a bookcase, two civilians on top of a table, a child on top of the child's table, and then presumably the librarian and another patron over on top of
can't
the
hear you.
librarian's desk.
Because you care about Clarissa too, just
Yes.
as much. And like you care about your people, so like they're going after other people, but the main
We've got the warg trying to get Mariven, with
And-
also Doggy 2. Doggy 1 is
Is
going
going
for
after
the
the
child!
child! We know where fucking Egan's going first.
And then Dog 3 is over at the librarian
I will
desk.
say that's Clarissa the librarian, and that's another child she's trying to protect.
Oh, cool. 2 children. So Clarissa the librarian has a child with her over at the librarian's desk with Dog 3 attempting to kill them.
Fantastic.
And is that just an extra piece there on the map?
Yeah, that's just.
I just grabbed a handful
I
and threw
rolled
them.
for how many civilians would be in there.
Oh, well, hey, you grabbed a pretty decent correct handful then.
Nice.
I'm assuming it's kind of like
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gotta be Rocaine in front.
Rocana in front, Egan close behind.
Egan and Zealous right there. 'Cause
Yeah.
Again, Zealous is like,
Yeah, Zealous is kind of not totally being dragged along behind the...
I have completely forgotten my description of Mariven.
He was cute.
He was a cutie
I
pie.
remember boyish, like, boy next door looks, and now he's kind of filled out, not as much baby fat and stuff.
Mhm.
What I can't remember is his race.
Wasn't he a sea elf?
I
Sea
think-
elf.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I remember he had black hair.
Yeah, black hair, blue
Mhm.
skin.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so, Rocane, you come in.
Do you need anything else up
Oh,
here?
yeah. Might want to put you guys in order.
It'd be Egan, Rocaine, Zealous.
So they are in order, just our enemies need to go in between them.
But I only have
know.
one, so it would...
It's
so,
fine.
it's just you guys.
This is where we need to get the
The pegs, yeah, the
binder
close clips,
clips.
yeah.
That's fair.
yeah.
Anyway,
So yeah, on top of Nee's DM screen, we've got some really cool little, what would you call those, cards with our character names, and on the other side, information for need for quick reference.
like our AC, our passives,
Mm-hmm.
our hit points, etc., etc.
And the cards are specific to like classes, so we got the rogue, the fighter, and the sorcerer up there.
But all right, yeah, I'll describe the scene as you
As we're running into it, yeah.
run in. it's your typical library. It's a bit in tatters right now. Some bookshelves have kind of been tipped. There's 2 people sort of hunkered down, like they put a table in front of them, like they flipped it on its side and they're just huddling behind it because they don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
Yep, then the beast can go around.
I was about to say,
behind
have the table up and then like the chairs in front of them. to
Yeah.
try to-
Table
Put them
up,
in.
chairs, like they've made use of.
Yeah.
They've basically trapped themselves. They're not trying to do anything.
These are adults.
Yes.
Okay.
The child's just kind of crying on the table and throwing crayons at this inky dog because it's a child.
That's fair.
Clarissa is the librarian. Is trying to whack off the.
No.
You don't want to hurt me.
No.
No. Trying to
wording.
Just trying to like bop
Smack.
the dog, smack the dog away, and trying to get the child to run to her.
Why do I see her having a ruler as a weapon? Just
It's a yardstick. She got some range.
yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
But yeah, it is like a yardstick,
Yeah.
just. And she's trying to encourage the other child. Another child you hear like crying, but he's
Behind the
underneath the desk. The librarian's desk is much bigger. It offers much more cover. And over on top of a bookcase, throwing down books at it with a little more force, because like he does do stonemasonry as a hobby.
Yeah.
He's pretty strong, not like but
Yeah.
He's commoner strong.
yeah. He's with force throwing down books at the ink puppy.
And the warg is over there too.
Yeah, the warg is terrifying him. Like he's trying to hit the warg, but he's not managing it.
Yeah.
Cause like they keep shaking the bookshelves, so he keeps like like he would be hitting them if it wasn't for. But
Wiggle
like
wobbles.
he's not about to get down so he can hit them better.
No, I don't blame you.
And as you come in, all of them, they're going to continue attacking because this drew you out.
Yeah.
But like they all look at you, and then it's like you can almost see in all these creatures' eyes, it worked.
Ugh, gross.
Fantastic.
It's almost like they
Sorry,
were
Nancy.
playing with and keeping these people alive, because then they'd have leverage over you. Because now you're gonna be worried about keeping commoners alive. And before you ask, Cody, because I know Egan's going to ask when it comes to the child, that take it for an ally thing can be applied to NPCs.
You already read my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how do you spell Mariven's name?
Mariven.
I don't know what that sound is. Okay. Thank you. I just wanted to note down some places and things we were fighting.
So that is Mastiff 1. Where did I put Mastiff 1?
He's attacking the child.
He's attacking the child. Well,
It's not Mastiff 1, it's Dog 2 at the top.
oh, Dog 2. I have, my 2 is written a little weird.
Ah,
Then Ink Puppy 2 is after Mariven.
yeah.
Okay. Gonna try to jump up to get a bite. Definitely gonna hit. With a 16 on the die, and Mariven is a commoner.
Yep.
Mariven gets a hell of a bite. He was reaching down to hit it with a book, and the ink puppy jumped up and just bit down.
Oof.
And he went, ah! And
Screams Mariven's name.
yeah. That's Egan.
we're running in with Rokane, and sees the dude screaming, but also sees child in danger.
Like,
so,
literally right in front of him.
literally
too.
right in front of him. So yeah, he's gonna head up to Ink Pup 1.
Do you want to be
Is this
right
the
up?
dog?
Yes, that's a dog.
The red
This is
one's the
warg.
dog.
He technically can't reach from there. I'm
There
assuming.
you go. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just kind of beside the dog is fine, and he's pulling out both his daggers because that's the only weapon he actively knows how to use, and will stabby stab. 14.
That hits.
Hey, cool. For max damage, 7 piercing damage.
That was quite a toss on your D4.
And then he's gonna bonus action offhand attack for soft 20 to hit for 4 damage.
Nice.
So yeah, Egan runs up.
How would you like to kill it?
I already get to kill it! Yay!
And this is number 2, right?
1.
1. Ew.
Yes. So yeah, Egan sees child in danger and immediately just runs in, probably stabs his first dagger in at its like shoulder because it's focusing on the child, not on him. And then when it whips around, his offhand comes out and probably just stabs it in the throat.
Yeah, you watch as this thing just snarls at you and then like almost sort of curdles and melts. Like it's still on the floor in a form of a dog, but it just like almost looks like a puddle of a dog.
It looks like a decaying dog.
It looks
instead
like a
of-
decaying dog.
Great.
The child is crying.
Fair.
Yeah, and he's immediately like, it's all right, I've got you, it's okay. I know it's scary right now.
Such a dad.
He is a dad!
Do you have my brown marker over there?
Oh yeah, I got another blue one. I got another
It's in my
blue
my-
gem.
Thank you.
And that'll be Egan's go. That was his movement action bonus.
Does it make it Rokane's turn? or-
That is Vokane's
It
turn.
does.
All right, cool. We're action dashing
Do you need a dash to get that far?
to get over there. Yeah.
Ah.
He's saying fuck them kids. He's going for his boy.
Yeah, Egan's gonna help the kid probably get behind the desk.
Oh, absolutely.
Then he's gonna bonus action shield bash, which I assume is just a wooden shield.
Up
What?
to you.
What did Caxus have to give us?
Caxus had either, so it would have been your preference.
I feel like a metal shield would be too heavy to go. So like with leather armor and stuff, a wooden shield's fitting.
Okay.
That's fair.
You know.
So that means it's a D4. We have a rule here. We can tell you about one of our homebrew rules. As a bonus action, if you'd like, you can do a shield bash. If you have a wooden shield, that's a D4 of damage. If you have a metal shield, it's a D6.
But yeah, it's our own little homebrew rule. If you're wielding a shield, you can use your bonus action like a normal offhand attack to bash with it.
Because it just made sense to us.
It's roll plus.
It's D20 plus your strength plus your prof.
And then 1d4, just
Yeah, and just a flat D4.
which is fine.
Because offhands don't get ability modifiers unless you're proficient in 2-weapon fighting.
So he's going
Slash
to roll
dual
to
weapon.
hit. With probably at disadvantage as well.
For his eye.
Disadvantage,
yeah.
yeah.
And
As
because of-
Vokane is very recently blinded, most
Yeah.
attacks will be made with disadvantage at first.
Arguably, he is really just throwing himself at the enemy to get its
Yeah.
attention. Just shield bash because he has it up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that was a 16 for a 19 for the first roll.
Which one are you going after?
Whatever this one is.
the warg.
The warg.
And at disadvantage, your second roll is
An 8 plus 3.
so 11.
11. Does 11 hit?
It does not.
Cool. He just throws himself against it. It doesn't do anything.
Would you
Yeah.
like to describe what happened?
I feel like he just bounces off of it. He didn't put enough weight behind it. Just kind of throws it and just like bounce.
His depth perception is a little off as he just comes charging in towards the scream of Mariven and then
It's a
just
little
kind
bit-
of like stumbles into the warg more than bashes into the warg.
But yeah, short sword and shield drawn. He was trying to get its attention. That's all it was.
All right, that is Ink Puppy 3.
Who is at the desk with...
It's Zealous.
I didn't put Zealous's name down. Yes, it's Zealous.
Jesus!
Thanks!
You were talking about how you couldn't do shit, so you're just not here anymore, apparently.
I guess.
Fucking
I
fades away.
Someone started yelling at you out front for not wearing a fucking shirt. Like.
Common decency in the town. Come on, in the city.
Really? Is it a rule that nobody can not have a shirt on?
No, but no shirt, no shoes, no service.
I'm not trying to get service.
Anyway, so okay, then it's Zealous's go after Rocaine.
Yeah, so he gonna, run into the door as everybody else is too. See Egan just stabbing at a melting dog. See another dog over there, be like, "You got that one?"
Yes, go help Rocaine.
Yeah, because he sees there's two over there. And then, yeah, I guess I will have to fucking dash over there.
Let's just want to
Alright,
shoot.
Fucking spin and fall.
Your wet feet slip on the floor as Artemis knocks their token over on their mouth.
I think he's dry now. No, he doesn't know what the fuck magic he can do. Cactus
fair.
was not helpful.
That's fair.
But just the panic well up inside of you and something burst forth.
I don't think, not at this moment,
That's fair.
honestly.
That's fair.
He does know how to use a knife / dagger, technically, but that... Stop falling over, Zealous!
Ran into me. I can't even see. Come on.
Wolf of Focus is having technical difficulties.
With
It's
my
just,
hands.
it's just the ADHD.
And I guess so this will then be bonus action, try to do an offhand attack. What? That's an 18 on the dice, and that's still plus my proficiency.
For your
Or
offhand?
Yeah.
Yeah, your attack bonus is the same. It's just your damage doesn't take any.
Okay, so that's an 18 plus 4 to hit.
And you're going after the...
Warg. That's the
Okay.
bigger, scarier looking thing, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Then yeah, the bigger, scarier looking thing. 3 damage. So, yeah, Zealous comes running in, sees Egan killing Puppy, makes sure he can handle other Puppy over there by the desk because he can see off across the room. Rocaine sliding basically into the warg shield first, and another ink Puppy over there, and this poor guy getting his hand chomped off by the warg.
No, it's the dog that bit him, not the warg.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, the dog chomping his head head off. He's headless now.
Former Ribbon, we're too late.
Chomping his hand off.
That's you that you just flicked over.
Yeah, he's giving up. He's dead.
So, yeah, I think he comes running up, kind of skids to the stop at the same time as his dagger just plunges straight down into the warg's back, kind of by the hip area. Just BAM!
Oof.
Because again, he doesn't know what fucking magic he can do, besides the Ray of Frost.
So that's gonna be Ink Puppy 3 now.
Yes.
Who is at the librarian's desk?
Ink Puppy 3 is gonna try and bite the librarian.
Oh no. Clarissa.
No.
I mean, like, sad, but...
Yeah, Rocaine does care about
Yeah,
her.
but there's someone else more important.
But the
right now.
love of his life that he hasn't totally acknowledged, just the love of his life is here.
Just not 20'd on Clarissa.
Oh my god!
no.
A rule for nat 20. Now we can do that too.
And rules for us is rules for DU.
We max any potential damage that the roll can do, and then we roll the damage die.
Yes. So it's max plus a roll.
That way, if you roll 2, d12s, you don't get 2 1s, hopefully.
So Clarissa is like reaching out to you. She's like, "Give me the child. I'll keep him safe." And as she's leaning down, this mastiff veers up right to the neck and rips out her throat.
Poor
And
child
Clarissa-
being traumatized by this.
And Clarissa drops to the floor, and you hear the child, both children, just go, "Miss Clarissa!"
Oh no.
Oof.
Oof.
Blood pouring down the side of the librarian desk now.
Yep. And the ink puppy.
I would say,
This is what happens when we're allowed to nickname things.
I guess
We
for
give them such
future
unthreatening
reference,
names.
For using the crystals to make a reroll happen, can that affect the enemies as well?
Yeah, because remember one was...
Yeah, one is...
Does that need to be... I have to be near it for it to happen, or can
No, so it's either you get a reroll for yourself or you get a reroll for an ally.
Yeah. It's
So,
not
like,
a-
if Clarissa had to make a save.
I thought I could, because I guess my notes weren't proper then. Because I just have grants a reroll. Which grants, I
For
guess,
an
would
ally.
be for, yeah.
Ally.
Yeah, a black gem is for yourself, a white gem is for an ally.
Damn.
And those can be on anything.
Yeah.
Saving rolls,
Mhm.
attack rolls.
I was just
unfortunately
hoping
doesn't
that I
affect
could help her.
enemies.
Yeah, it's just not a silvery barbs of enemy reroll.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Unfortunately.
And then you see the Mastiff turn to you. Just,
Who's you?
again, Egan.
There
Sorry.
you go.
Turn to Egan. Mouth dripping in blood. They look very similar to the direwolves, but smaller.
Mm-hmm.
And just...
Yep, there's some gentle flashbacks of, I died like 4 hours ago.
And just...
But in this instance, since protecting child being growled out, he probably snarls back.
Big lion man.
Then that's the warg's turn.
It sure is.
Who is now being surrounded by Rocaine and Zealous.
Who got kind of whacked in, I think,
He
probably
did-
the head with the shield a little bit, and then got a stab right down there in the
I
hip.
feel like it was a body check with the shield. Like,
Yeah.
he didn't, like, try to hit. It was more of a push body into it.
Yeah.
Shield bash.
Well, that's a 16 to hit you, Zealous.
What's he doing?
He is going to bite you.
Ow.
Delicious.
But I don't want to be bitten.
I'm going to use my reaction for my fighting style to deflect 1d10 plus proficiency bonus of damage.
That's good, because I rolled well.
Okay.
And depending on how much I roll...
You would have taken 8 damage.
Cool, he takes no damage because I rolled a 7 plus 2 for...
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't roll amazingly, but I rolled well considering you have 9 hit points.
That I'm
Yeah.
a squishy sorcerer.
Yeah.
So, even though you're on his blind side, you see his shield just reach out and just slam into the face.
Of the warg. The warg goes to lunge at you and the just gets boxed.
And fucking wham!
Yeah, I think Zealous kind of reels back like, oh, fuck! Oh, thanks!
And then at the end, the commoners will go.
Because, yes, dog one is dead now.
Yes.
Some children...
Clarissa can't do shit.
Clarissa can't do shit because she's...
Clarissa would have gotten the child.
I'm actually upset she's dead. So
The
sad.
child, they're not gonna. I think the child on the desk is gonna get on you.
That's fine. Yeah, just like climb on his
Puppies.
back and hold on real tight.
Yeah, I'm assuming Egan would.
Yeah, he'd absolutely allow it. Like, yeah, stay close and hold tight.
Piggyback this.
Piggyback this child.
The ones who are hiding, I feel like it's a mother and like a teenage boy. So like it's not that they don't want to help. They just
There's not a lot they can do.
there's
yeah,
not a lot they can do,
They just came here
and
to read.
a mother is protecting her son.
which is fair. And there's nothing actively threatening them at the moment. So.
Exactly. And then Marivin's gonna really hard throw down a book
I'm guessing Ink Puppy, because that was the one that
at
did him.
Ink Puppy,
Yeah.
and that's a 3 on the die.
He did just get his arm kind of mauled. It's
Yeah,
fair.
so like it hits, but there's just no force behind it.
Thump.
Just bounces off the dog's head.
Back up to Mastiff 2.
Yes.
That's the one on top, or trying to get Marivin.
Yeah.
Who now has 2 new tasty targets.
Who now has 2 new tasty targets.
Technically, Zealous is just adjacent to it. He would have to move around to get to Rocaine.
Yeah. He
Oh,
could
yeah.
go for Zealous, though.
mean, it could go for Rokane as well. You
If
just
he wanted
take
to.
a little more movement.
Yeah.
I'm perfectly okay.
But I am diagonal to.
Yeah, he
I'm
literally
going
just
to
has to
roll to see who
turn
it
and
goes.
bite Zealous.
It's gonna go for Zealous.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Hey, as long as it's not that one,
Thanks.
you'll be okay.
An 11.
No, actually, that does not hit me.
Yay!
I told you you'd be okay.
I feel like as Rokane's up with the shield, blocking the war, the other ink puppy's turning around to bite, but that's when Zealous is stumbling back, so, air, legs, mouth just snaps on air as legs just barely manages to move out of the way just in time.
You feel the hot breath of it on you.
Mm-hmm.
You shirtless
Gross.
man.
Why does this offend you being shirtless so much?
Nothing, I'm just picking on you.
Is he sure armor would be useful for me? As he feels dog breath nearly get his
Yeah,
leg.
that's you.
So yeah, he'll move around the kitty table to get in front of the ink puppy with the child now on his back, and will attempt
Get
to
in a square, Egan.
No,
You can't put Egan in a box.
and is going to attempt to stabby stab. That's 18 to hit
That hits.
for 6 piercing damage.
Damn.
And then offhand, he's gonna stabby stab for 14 to hit
That hits.
for 4 damage.
How do you want to kill it?
Ooh, nice.
Yay! So again, he kind of circles around, and the first one probably comes up kind of under the chin, yeah, the jaw, as it's snapping at him, and then the other just kind of swings in from the side, probably into the side of the throat, as it once more, I imagine, melts to the ground like the first one did.
Yes.
And then he is going to set the child behind the desk and go, sit with your friends, stay close, stay down.
They immediately just
The
hug
son
each
of-
other and they're sobbing.
That was Ink Puppy 3.
Yes. And then
Not that marker.
that was roughly...
Sorry.
Sorry, smack my
5,
These
10,
things are
15.
scary, and we just keep calling them ink puppies. I swear, you guys, they're scary.
It's just like in Transplaner how they get called chicken boys the whole time.
Or corn cuties.
So yeah, that was what?
Yep.
Let's say 5, 10, 15, 20 movement to get over there. Roughly.
I'm just imagining, though, when you stab it under the jaw, its teeth just go really loudly, click together.
And so yeah, let's spend my last 15 movement to head back towards. Yeah, that's fine.
Turn him around so he's not running backwards.
Just jogging backwards, keeping an eye on the kiddos. Yeah. And probably makes a mention to the two that are hiding, like, now's your time to run. If the front of the library is open, make your time to escape. And that'll be it for
Don't
his
look at
go.
the dead body of the librarian. On the
She's
desk.
behind the desk. It's just the children being traumatized by that.
Oh, I thought she fell down in front of the desk.
I feel like she's over the desk.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was
That's
thinking
fair, that's
too.
fair.
Kind of just slumped over the desk.
But yes, just these. You run off, and I'll say that the warg looks a lot more like the dire wolves, just like a little bit more of an amorphous blob, but again, shifting and bubbling and sort of moving. The mastiff is like a smaller version, like unsettling as fuck.
No, yeah. It's fine. Egan's just tanking this fight now.
Egan is the DPS.
Protective Papa instincts coming into play here.
I've managed to make sure you didn't get hurt, and that's all I've done.
Yeah, well, thank
Hey,
you.
that
I
was
appreciate
helpful.
it.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
That would have taken you down to what, 1, 2?
Not well.
So yeah, then that makes it Rokane's go.
Okay. He will try to attack with his short sword on the warg.
Nope.
What did you
I
roll?
rolled a 3 and a 6 for a total of a 8.
You know what? That doesn't hit.
Okay, well then we're gonna bonus action shield bash for a 10 to hit because I rolled a 7 and a 14.
That does not hit.
Cool. He just goes to swing again. Still has no
Depth
Depth
perception.
perception. Probably
Your depth
way too
perception's
high.
just fucking shot.
That's the thing. Like, your aim would be true, but you're aiming, like, too high or you're not going far enough because, like, you have no depth perception.
So yeah, he swung and he probably like on the backswing like took a step back to use his shield, but he was too far away, so he just swings it wide. And
Yeah, I think Zella's gonna yell at you, "Closer! Get closer!"
I can't see!
You got one eye, don't you?
Yeah, you
try
hear
fighting-
Mavivan from the top. Volcane, run!
no.
I love the conviction in that. No.
He already
Maybe
ran
no.
once. That was more so of a I already ran once, I won't do it again. At least not for him.
But you're-
Fuck my surrogate dad, but the boy I love, no, I'm staying for him.
He's starting to feel like shit for leaving.
This
fair.
would be in the prologue.
Yeah.
Zealous.
Me?
Yes.
Okay, so both Warg and Ink Puppy are focused on me, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Warg is bigger, scarier looking thing. I'm going to attempt to stab it.
That's fair.
I'm a sorcerer, guys. I'm stabbing things.
Woo!
That's a 14 to attempt to stab the Warg.
That hits.
Hey! No, D4.
D4, yeah.
Yes.
Did you not attack the warg the first time?
I did.
Okay.
Why?
I just the way this went, I thought you attacked. I don't know. I got confused.
Oh,
It's
okay.
fine.
So that's going to be 6 damage to the Warg. So yeah, the Warg is... So, Rokane attempts to do his shield bash and completely misses, but now as the shield's pulling back, Zealous has sight on the Warg. So once again, with his knife, he's coming around. He's stabbing that thing straight down into the muzzle of the Warg, like right where the bridge of the nose and the head meet.
Ugh.
Just plunging right into there and then ripping it back out. Do you want to try to cast anything? You can't cast anything.
That was your
my
action.
bonus actions, yeah. We'll try another stab.
Flip staggered offhand stabs again.
10 to hit.
That does not hit.
Yeah. So yeah, pulling it out. I'm trying to do a cool stab, but there's the teeth. They click near my hand, and I'm like, eh!
It's like, oh shit, I don't want to be bitten.
Yeah, I don't want to be bitten by
Which
this
is fair.
thing.
Now it is the Warg's turn. It's gonna just keep going for you, Zealous.
Well, I did
You're,
just
you're hurting it.
Yeah.
I did just stab it in the face.
Beacon's on
fair.
his way. It's okay.
I'm useless when it comes to damage.
Right now you are,
Oh,
anyway.
absolutely.
Says the fighter. That's the concerning thing.
That's only a 12 to hit.
No.
Oh wait, no, I did the wrong.
Oh. Get my hopes up there.
Got their hopes up. They wouldn't.
That's a 14 to hit.
Meets it, beats it.
Okay, I will use my reaction again. I made a little spot for reaction.
That's 10 damage.
Okay, we got somebody doing something over there.
I rolled a 7, so that's 9 damage blocked.
So you only take
taking
1.
1.
Okay.
Yeah, so you bring up your shield to push it away, but it's after like at least the fang had like scraped you. It just hadn't gotten a bite on you before Volcane again
Bopped its head away.
bops its head away.
If anything, that makes the teeth scrape across my
Yeah.
arm more.
I was thinking more so like goes to stab with a sword as he goes to bite down, and it just goes in his mouth. He bites on the sword, but still gets kind of pricked by one of the teeth.
That works too.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
yeah, just kind of just.
Stop it.
Now it's the commoner's turn. They're gonna run.
Good.
The
Mom and teen just dashing
Yeah.
out. That's fair.
I think the mom does go, should I take the children?
If
Yes!
You,
Yeah.
if you can get them out, yes.
Yeah. It was like more of a, is it safe?
Yes. It's like.
She goes, she takes the children, they all get out.
Good.
The only commoner in danger now is
Mariven,
who is going to throw another book down on the Mastiff.
That's fair.
That's a nat 20!
Yay! Go Mariven! Fuck it up.
I mean, I had the book only doing a straight D4 of damage, so...
I mean,
Hey, that's 4 plus a D4. Same as a dagger, yeah. That's all Egan's been doing, and he's been killing things.
That's all Zealous has been doing. He just haven't had as many hits as Egan.
Yeah, because Egan's got 2 daggers, so he's going stab.
Yeah. Well, I had an action first time, so it was only the bonus action to attack, and then this time I missed the bonus action attack. So what happens?
So he just, he's still shaking he's basically holding his arm to his chest because it is just a bloody mangled mess.
Yeah.
Like, the use of this hand might be in jeopardy sort of thing.
Mhm.
And he takes a book and he goes, I don't know why you're here, but you need to leave. And just, and with all the force he can muster, like, there was fear in his voice, obviously, but, like, he's trying to be brave. He sees his dearest, oldest friend there, doesn't know what the fuck is going on, doesn't know what these are, and just, boom, bops it down on the head, and you hear it goes, it doesn't kill it by any means, but it did hit
dazes
it.
the fuck out of
Yes,
it.
it is dazed. It kind of goes back, like it was on its hind legs, jumping up, and now it's
Oh,
like...
it was going after Zealous last time.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So, it was going after Zealous, and now it's just sort of backs up.
I like the idea that it was a really thick book that he threw,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, it was like a encyclopedia.
Yeah, one of the, like, genealogy reference books that you're not allowed to take out of the
Extended.
library. That's really thick. and
Makes
just-
that really nice, satisfying thud
Yes.
onto the dog's head. But that is Dog 2's turn.
I'm so sorry. It just got hurt by Mariven.
I'm on my way.
It only rolled a 3 on the die.
Yay.
Goodness.
So it goes again, like, his hand had just gone down, so the dog jumps up to try and bite the other hand, but this time he learned better. He's like, no!
The dog's a little stunned, too.
Yeah.
Seeing double on the hands.
That's fair.
Egan, that's you.
Oh, good. He's going to come up behind the last puppy and stab it. And now I get sneak attack damage. Ooh, that's a 23 to hit.
Ooh,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, that hits.
That's an 18 on the die.
Whoa!
Where are you flinging your D4s?
It's so much lighter than most of the dice I normally roll.
Could have nearly tossed it over their shoulder.
So
Damn.
that is 11 damage.
Fucking God. How would you like to kill it?
Probably comes up behind it, and as it's rearing up to get Mariven, he just brings the dagger down to stab it in the top of the head. And then he'll step up next to the warg to do his bonus action to offhand it. Ooh, that's probably not gonna hit.
You technically have me on the opposite side. You're flanking.
Oh, thank you, because I don't think that would have hit. Oh, that's only one better. Does a 13 hit?
Meets it, beats it.
Fuck
Ooh,
yeah.
Nice.
I helped
Sneak attack
somehow.
For
damage.
just, no, I only get it once a turn.
Ah, that's right.
Yeah. But flat 2 damage to the warg of he has to step over the like weird melting corpse of the ink puppy, and it's just kind of a reach around to kind of probably just scratches across the shoulder blade of the warg.
It gives a dissatisfied grumble, but it's still focused on Zealous. Zealous has definitely done...
That's fair.
A good chunk of damage.
Yeah.
I just took out all of its little minions.
All in each your own turn.
Yeah,
one
all in
attack.
single turns.
Yeah. Like, damn.
We only thought Egan wouldn't tank this game.
Vokane, that's you.
Okay.
I think once Zealous learns to do magic,
He'll be better, yeah. He
Yeah.
won't be in the thick of it like this.
Action short sword. 9 plus 5 is a 14 to hit.
That hits.
Wow, for his first attack.
Finally.
4, 5, 6, 7 slashing. As you yelled at him, apparently, as he
Get
stabbed,
closer.
he brings it back down across its, I guess, side, because it's facing towards you, not, yeah.
Rip your sword down its neck and
Yeah.
everything.
And we'll then bonus action shield bash to try to get his attention.
Oh, yeah, and you're rolling flat now, because flanking. You rolled with disadvantage the last time.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
You're rolling flat now.
Wow. For a nat 20 on
20
my shield
shield
bash.
All nat 20s are good nat 20s.
Oh, absolutely.
So that's auto 4 plus 3, so 7.
As he probably just brings the because I'm
rim?
assuming that it's kind of like metal bound,
Mhm.
just on top of its head, back where you stabbed it, just
Oh.
right on top of its jaw again.
It grown and it is looking bad, guys.
Woohoo!
And yeah, that'll be his turn.
Hi, Mario.
Zealous, that's you.
Gonna attempt to stab it. I don't think that's gonna hit. That's an 11, so no.
Could you argue that Mariven is giving?
Raven's up on a
Raven,
book.
No.
That
Come
bookshelf
down
is
from
definitely
low.
more than 5 feet tall.
This is okay. So my first attack, I whip around. Nope, it misses as the dog moves its head. It doesn't want that dagger in it again. But that is a 15 on the second bonus action attack.
That hits.
Sad. Only 1 damage. So yeah, I feel like it's not even 2 attacks actually. The first attack, I'm trying to catch it. It's moving its head, so I move to try to go and like nick across its ear, just a little slice up its ear, basically.
You went like that, then kind of curved up again.
Yeah, like, oh shit, it's moving! Let me go with it! Okay, I scraped its ear.
You scraped me, I scraped you.
Yeah. I'm fine. It didn't really hurt that much.
Okay, just thinking like, hey, eyes on me. Eye.
It has multiple eyes.
Yeah,
You don't.
but I don't.
You overall have done the most damage to it.
Oh, pun. Okay.
Don't worry, I'll use my reaction.
It's
If you
not
get
gonna hit.
Oh!
Yay.
That was a 3 on the die.
So yeah, I think it comes back to Snap, and Zealous is once again, don't make me lean back from my mic, but Zealous will lean back away.
In between, there's a lot of people around it now. It's got Rocaine on one side, Egan on the other, Zealous right in front of it, so he's struggling to move a little bit more.
The
to get a
last
good...
hit knew you guys had no abilities. You hadn't activated.
That's fair.
You know? So it thought it was coming into an easy fight, and this is not an easy fight.
He's fighting with
What are you
A
talking
fishing
about?
knife.
This is the easiest fight in the world. I've just marked 3 things in a row.
I had some training.
And are missing a lot.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's not...
Yeah, it's not the, oh, let's just kill everybody thing it thought it was going to be.
No.
Yeah.
It's the, oh no, everyone's dying on my side.
Oh yeah, my powers have activated as I just continue to stab with the knife.
That's your choice.
How is he supposed to know what else to do?
No, that's fair.
Oh, yeah. So,
Egan, that's you.
oh, I get to stabby stab again.
You'll
No,
get
it's
to
the-
kill it.
Oh, it's the warg. The warg missed. No, it's the commoners.
Oh, yeah, the commoners. Maybe we'll try to throw a book down.
If he wants to stay hidden, he gets fine. It's like, we have this, just keep yourself safe.
Yeah, he kind of just stays firmly up there, so he's
That's-
gonna be harder to hit now.
Basically, take the
Cover.
dodge action.
Oh.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. Nat 20!
Yeah!
So,
it's max.
that's
sneak
an
damage.
auto 10 because sneak attack as well. For the roll was garbage, but that's 6, 7, 8. So 18 damage.
God, fuck you.
Cody, I want you to see how much health it had left.
I love it.
It had 18 health left. If you hadn't done that 1 damage,
That's amazing. So yeah, it snapped at Zealous, and then Egan just comes through and again sweeps under and just threw the fucking jaw up into the head with his last dagger sweep. And then it pulls it out just as it's melting into the fucking ground.
You hear Maven from top. What the hell was that? And you all feel a power surge in you as you become level 2.
Jesus.
Wow, we've already leveled up!
You've already leveled up, and with that, with a very confused Maven, a dead librarian, you feel the more power surge through you. And that is where we'll end our session. All right, everyone, we had a great time. That was the first episode in the bank.
Thank you for listening.
Yes, thank you for listening. And we hope you enjoy this as much as we have, and we look forward to more episodes.
Yeah, all right. Well, that's a wrap, everyone. And remember, play to your you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Roll for Focus from Campaign 1 Ouroboros. This episode was edited by Cody. Transcriptions are by Artemis. Character art is by Miajic, also known as Fiesta TB. She can be found at linktree/Miajic. That's MEDEKH. You can visit us at rollforfocus.com and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and TikTok at Roll for Focus. If you want to do more to support us, for as little as $1 a month, you can join our Patreon, Roll for Focus Podcast. Get exclusive looks at character sheets, ad-free episodes, early access to episodes, monthly extra content, give fan submissions for names or items, shoutouts at the end of the episodes, and more.
Hey everyone, Emery here. We're so thankful to everyone that supports us by even just listening, rating, and sharing our podcast. We wouldn't be able to do this without our audience support. And we're especially grateful to those who go above and beyond and subscribe to our Patreon. Like those that have found enlightenment and know it's best to play to your you. Like Luchi and MN House of Cats. Thank you guys so much.
After you die, kill whatever first wave.
After we die.
I've already almost done that today.